We're with head coach Sean McNamee before the A-10 championships this week. Coach, first, what have you been doing differently the last couple of weeks to prepare for A-10s?
Well, in a training sport like ours, with this being the focal point of the season, getting the guys sharp, getting them rest that they haven't had much of for the past 6 months, and getting intensity levels up a little higher, and maintenance yardage down a little bit. In a taper session, all you're doing is cutting intensity and increasing quality, and letting their muscles recoup for our main focus, which is this week.
Okay, for those people that haven't been, can you give a little bit of insight as to what the Flickinger looks like and the atmosphere that it brings out?
It's phenomenal. The pool was built back in the 80s for the World University Games that Buffalo hosted, and we've had to meet there for some 15 years now. And it's a very emotional, action-packed for 3.5 days. Because all the teams are in the same realm in the sense that their main focus is this week, and you've got some 300-plus athletes with all their emotions on their sleeve and uncorked for this 3.5 days up in Buffalo. And it serves as a great venue with the crowd elevated above it, a lot of emotional parents and spectators. We get fantastic support from the area alumni and even the student body down here. So the guys look forward to it. We love it as a venue, and it's the best of both worlds that we're hosting and able to be away from campus.
Do you have a favorite memory?
Obviously winning. Those are pretty good, and that's a tough point at this part where we have a generation of kids who've been through that haven't been on a championship team. The last championship was 5 years ago, so we've got 4 years of kids who've been in second place, and after you've been there, you don't want to go anywhere else. So trying to convey that to them is pretty easy because they can hear from the alumni what it's like to be part of that. And just as a Super Bowl or NBA championship or whatever you might call, this is it. And that feeling, if you come out in the right spot, is just as good as anything that anybody can describe as far as a championship feeling.
And UMass was finishing first the last few years.
Absolutely.
What do you have to do to knock them off? Is getting off to a fast start important for you on Wednesday night?
It can be. It's kind of odd because the format's changed with that, with 2 relays on Wednesday night. So those are kind of strange. In the past, some teams have struggled. A year that we won, we didn't swim well on a Wednesday night. We came back on a Saturday. So it's kind of a different element. It's kind of tough too because you haven't seen any swims yet, and able to select if you've got competitive relays where a number of people are vying for. It's difficult to name those relays. That's the biggest thing. But we have 2 solid relays on Wednesday night, the 200 medley relay and the 800 free relay, which we should be challenging for. So we'd like to start off fast, but if you don't, it's not necessarily an indicator as to what's going to be coming.
Okay, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.